Have you ever procrastinated? Not because you're lazy, because deep down you didn't want to ruin that perfect idea you had in your head. Or maybe you've had something you've wanted to do, like start a YouTube channel or just simply post your content, launch a thing, and you just simply didn't. Because once it's out there, it's no longer perfect. I've been there. So my original goal with this was to just show up on camera with maybe a title or a couple of bullet points and then just practice. But every time I go to hit record, I'm like a deer in the headlights. I have no idea what I'm doing, as if I never even had a plan before I hit record. Then I find myself procrastinating once again. So if you see me looking off to the side, you're right, I'm reading. Because this is where I have to start. And maybe this will help somebody else realize as well that if you need a script to begin with, just use one. That's what you have to do to get started. Just start. And the background behind me is something else that keeps me from starting. I want this great background. And then I find myself like shuffling things around and trying to make the video all perfect. And if I know that I need to do something, why wouldn't I do it, right? Well, I'm not letting that hold me back anymore. Here I am making my video with nothing. That's great. Here we are. Maybe sometimes you'll see a mess behind me. I don't know, but I'm getting my videos out there. I'm practicing. Here we go. So for the longest time, I stayed stuck in this mental collection phase. I couldn't film until I have a title, but I couldn't make a title until I knew my angle. And I can't pick an angle until I know my whole YouTube strategy. I'd think, I know I need a thumbnail, I need a description, I should do this right. Why would I make a terrible video when I at least know how to like make a less terrible one? You know, why wouldn't I do all the things that I know to do, right? But all of this knowledge that I have just keeps building up and building up and building up, and I just find myself procrastinating even more, and then I freeze. I'm like, I never get anything done. So now I'm doing something different. I'm showing up, hitting record, and I will post this video. No perfect title. I don't even have a thumbnail ready. Probably won't even post it with a thumbnail. I can do that later, I think. I don't even know. I think I can do that later. I'm just taking action. And look at that. I keep cutting my head off. Another imperfect thing. I'm figuring this out. Okay. I used to hear people say, I am such a perfectionist, like it was a badge of honor or something. And part of me felt the same way. Like I should aim for perfect, right? Like that's what we should do in everything. We should be our best in everything, right? But the perfectionism was not making me excellent. It made me exhausted, overwhelmed, and I'm finding myself absent from my own life. I was trying to do it all. Be a perfect wife, have a spotless house, feed the kids a perfect diet, be great at my job, maybe try to start a business in there somewhere. And trying to be great at everything, I find that I'm mentally checking out in every area. I can't make it perfect, and so I just find myself taking my hands off because it's so overwhelming. I wasn't thriving. I was not even barely showing up. So for the last year and a half, I've been learning Instagram, which feels so chaotic. Trying to follow all the trends and figuring out Instagram it's very chaotic with the short form content. And I found myself posting for a while and stopping, posting for a while and stopping. And I realized that I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to use all of the knowledge I have and try to show up as this professional, like I know it all or something. But that's kind of how you create for yourself this imposter syndrome. And I feel like I just needed to take a step back and show up as I am, who I really am. And I started a series, if you can maybe call it, for the past couple of weeks called Unlearning Perfectionism. Just me showing up. I created a schedule where I have a time every single day where I go outside, I go for a walk, and I film myself doing a short little film to just get used to talking on camera. I'm practicing doing, not just planning. And I'm at day 12 now on this particular series, and sometimes I feel great about it, and sometimes I really don't. But my goal is to have something completed and ready to post, and posted, completed, not just an idea in my mind. So I heard this analogy recently, and I really loved it, about perfectionism. So imagine a blank sheet of paper or a blank marker board. In your head, you have this perfect drawing that you want to draw. Look at that. You can see the reflection. Another imperfection. So in your mind, you have this great idea. I'll set this down. You have this great idea to draw, and it's perfect. It's flawless. Once you get it out, it's going to be amazing, right? And it's so perfect. But as soon as you put your pen to the paper or the marker to the marker board, it's no longer perfect. You started. It's no longer perfect. But let's say you get it up. You got a little sun going on. So you got some grass. You started. You have something on paper. But you look at it and you notice all of the imperfections. Like, what is going on with the sun? It's all over the place. Can you even tell, like, what is this? I messed up right here. It's so imperfect. I don't like it. It's like, what is even this? Is that even grass? You notice all of the imperfections. So what you find yourself doing is you're like, instead of risking it and getting this sloppy mess out, you don't start. You don't even start. And this is what perfectionism. This is what perfectionism does. It convinces you to protect your idea instead of trying to pursue it. I recently watched this video by Justin Sung. I don't know if you know who, I didn't know who he was until very recently, and I haven't watched much of his content yet. I'm really excited to watch some more. But this one particular video that I listened to, he talked about the Zeigarnik effect. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But I thought this was really cool. He talked about how his boss, I don't know if it was his boss, but I'm just going to pretend it was his boss, came up to him and she said, you know, when we first talked about this project, you seemed really excited about it, but I haven't seen you working on it. Have you been working on it? I want you to send me what you've been working on by the end of the day, or by that, whenever. Just send me what you have currently been working on, or what you currently have. And of course he's thinking, well, I haven't been working on it. Shoot, I better get started on that. So he took the next few hours and he got something. He was like, well, she's not looking for a final product yet, so I'll just get something on paper to make it look like I've been working on it. So he got it onto paper or in a Google Doc or whatever he got it onto, and he sent over to her after a few hours, whatever it was that he had done. And then later on, he realized, well, I've already started what I'm going to be working on. I might as well work on it a little bit more. And so each day he started working on it a little bit more because he started, and eventually he completed it. So for the Zeigarnik effect, what he found is this idea that once your brain starts something, it naturally wants to finish. But if you never start, your brain gets stuck in this open loop. And so with this concept, I'm going to be learning more about this, but right now my goal is just to get my videos out there imperfectly. I'm starting my project, knowing eventually my YouTube channel will come together and make more sense later. But the videos are not perfect. There's no thumbnail, no perfect title, no pressure to finish. I'm just getting started. No pressure to impress. And another thing that I've been trying to work on as well is not trying to be 100%. If I can make something about 70% as good as I wish it could be, that's good enough. And what 70% actually even means as far as like a good enough video, I don't really know yet, but I know that I need to stop striving for 100% and just complete it. It doesn't have to be perfect, because done is better than perfect, but still stuck in my imagination. The more I post, the more I'm actually understanding that people aren't looking for perfection. They just need me to show up. They want to be able to see themselves in your story. So if you have been sitting on an idea or letting perfectionism keep you stuck, I hope this gave you permission and inspiration to start anyway. With a script, without a script, with a messy room, with an empty room, with bullet points, with shaky confidence, whatever your current situation is, just start. Because this is the step that gets you to the next step. So leave a comment if this resonates. I want to hear what you have been stuck on. And if you are trying to break free from the perfectionism too, subscribe. This is just the beginning, and I'm figuring it out in real time. And I would love for you to come alongside me. And before I go, I want to invite you to my community that I started called Profit from Purpose. I don't know exactly where the group is going yet, but I created it as a space for people who are building something meaningful, especially if you've been thinking about starting your own YouTube channel. Right now it's totally free, and I'll drop the link below if you want to join. And something else, I'm working on a program to help people get started on YouTube. The goal isn't to go viral or become a full-time creator overnight, but to actually get started without getting overwhelmed by all the things. Before I build that, I want to talk to you. I'm doing 50 free one-on-one calls, no pitch, no pressure, just a conversation where I'll ask you about where you're at, what's keeping you stuck, and what would genuinely help you to move forward. I'll help with what I can during the call, but the main goal is to listen and create a program that solves the actual problems people are facing and not just add to the noise. And the cool part is, if I do end up creating that offer that would help you, the people who join me on these 50 calls will have first access to see it, test it, and you'll have access to my beta group. And if that sounds like something you want to be part of, I'll put a link below to book a call. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up with me. And thanks for letting this be imperfect. We're building this as we go, and that's kind of the point.